Hello everyone. So I wanted to make an update to my previous explosive Krieg build. Well, this build is not just explosions, it's just guns writ large, and of course you just want to get the strongest guns you can. And I decided to do this because Krieg truly fascinates me. Like I'm mainly a Sal player, and I probably won't make a build video for Sal because he's very straightforward and his mechanics have basically been figured out already. It's a solved character. But Krieg fascinates me because, especially if you're using a gun Krieg build, you're not using his action skill. And as a result, you have a completely different gameplay loop. And normally gun Krieg wouldn't be kind of possible if it wasn't for the Hellborn tree and his Bloodlust tree. And specifically his Hellborn tree is like in Borderlands 3 and 4, every character has multiple action skills, which I think is a really cool quality of life and build perspective. In the build perspective, it has stronger build diversity. And I think Krieg having this kind of dual personality with the guns and melee attacks, like his melee attacks is his main action skill, but when you spec into the Hellborn tree, now your focus is keeping yourself on fire and receiving all of the benefits thereof. Excuse me. And when you're doing this, it's almost like keeping up a new action skill. It's almost like keeping a new gameplay loop. So that's why I find Krieg very interesting, especially because I've played Borderlands 3 and 4 a whole bunch. Maybe I'll upload a Borderlands 4 video to show my build. But anyway, enough about why I find Krieg fascinating. I'm sure a lot of you clicked on here because you already found Krieg fascinating, and probably for the same reasons. So I want to go over just the skeleton of the build. I'm not going to go over every single skill because I'm sure most of you know what these skills do. However, I'm going to address some of the skills that are 100% necessary and will make this build, well, the build. So it's this skill right here, Bloodbath. And if I didn't have the Legendary Reaper class mod, it'd be 2.5 weapon damage per stack. But because I have the +5 and there's 100 stacks, 500% gun damage. I wish there were more skills like this in any game, in any Borderlands game, because these kind of stupidly broken skills are what allow you to ace the hardest difficulties in any Borderlands game. So having a skill like this is useful. And what sucks about this is in order to proc it, you need to kill something with a grenade or an explosion. No, not explosive damage. I wish that was the case. So you need a weapon like the peak opener that basically what you want to do is slag an enemy with the grog nozzle, then kill him with the peak opener. Then you get all the boosts you want, and then you can use basically any gun afterward. So that's basically the premise of that. Salt the wound because you want the shotgun damage, and 100% shotgun damage is no joke. It's as much damage as you can. Borderlands 2 damage is somewhat kind of hard to come by, other than relics or class mods. So this is very useful. Strip the flesh. Not a lot of Krieg players take this, but I take this because multiplicative explosive damage is very useful. And if you don't know what that means, watch Dirchland. He makes a bunch of content about the types of bonuses you get. So the point is, this 15% is not just multiplying it by 1.15. That'd be an additive boost. It's doing a little more than just a 15% boost. So don't see 15 on here, see like 20 or 25%, which is very useful and very powerful. We also want to be health stacking on this tree, so that's why I have both the Rough Rider and the Blood of the Ancients, because they both give maximum health, and in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, it's very notorious for things just uncharacteristically and surprisingly just one-shotting you. What ties it all together with your bulk is Numb Nerves. You'll see that Numb Nerves will greatly help when I'm on fire. I'm not invincible, but I can take more. And if I can take more, then I can switch to my grog nozzle and heal myself with a Chain Lightning. And the Chain Lightning has a dual purpose, which is not just healing me, but it also sets a status effect on an opponent. And if I set a status effect on an opponent, then I get my boosts. So that's basically it. I'm going to do enough yapping and I'll show you effectively how the build works. Now on this Krieg, I haven't even beat the story yet, so I haven't went to the DLC. I would go to Washburn Refinery because for some reason a lot of you guys love Washburn Refinery content. So I'm gonna go to like the second best place that I've seen other YouTubers perform in. And also, just before I go, I know it's annoying. Legendary Reaper class mod, absolutely necessary. There is no alternative. The Toast is fine, the Torch is nice, but Reaper's just better because it doubles your kill skill duration and it boosts very relevant skills like Thrill of the Kill and Bloodbath. So this is gonna be the gameplay loop. You get your grog, then you set something on. I know I'm not using slag, so there we go. So you're just gonna see what happens. Oh yeah. I don't know why my frame rate is like tanking right now, but you can see that I'm doing a lot of damage, and I'm surviving enough to a point where I won't be laughed at. I know I didn't do this side quest. I'll probably get on that soon. So slag an enemy, heal, peak opener, kill something, switch to your grog, heal, and then just go to town. You can just go to town. That's some nice damage. The weapon I'm using is just a generic plasma caster. It's not that special, truly, except for the fact that it does a killer amount of damage. I always hate these things, but this is why my shotguns exist, so I can deal with them in a sufficient manner. I don't know, I just like this game. Look at that, wow. Oh, something that I have to explain before I keep going is why don't I use Pain is Power, which I used to use. If you see in my other video I decided to pick it up. But the reason why I don't use it is because I want to get critical hits, and critical hits are basically mandatory for UVHM. I killed myself, what? Anyway, they're effectively mandatory in UVHM because you want to get as much damage as you physically possibly can. Like, body shots are nice, but you would only want to do body shots if there's no other way. Like the unicorn explosion, that thing can't get critical. I mean, can it get critical hits? I think so, actually. I might sound ignorant for this. I know I'm presenting myself as like an expert on Krieg, but truly I haven't played Krieg too much. Well, I played Krieg for a long time, but like truly getting to know Krieg, that's a different story. And it's really fun getting to know Krieg. Krieg is a really fascinating character, and he's definitely my number 2. I've been playing Salvador for longer than I've played Krieg, so that's why I have a little bit more of an attachment to Salvador. And of course, because Salvador is just really fun to play. But Krieg is up there. Krieg is no joke. See, barring any weird a freak accident, I am not going down. And what I mean by freak accident is just killing myself. Wow, I just love the unicorn explosion so much. If you're wondering why aren't you using the peak opener more, it probably... Oh, I killed myself again. But it probably does more damage than like the plasma caster. So what gives? Oh, it's because of ammo, and the peak opener really does struggle in that department. So that's why I decided to get an SMG, because SMG ammo is really good, especially for the cost. I know I say that, and then I'm using an E-Tech SMG, like I'm not the problem. But yeah, generally SMGs have a good ammo capacity, and you'll last a longer time. And I got this Bone of the Ancients because I want to use shotguns a lot, and I want to use my assault rifle, namely the peak opener, the only valid one. I mean, you could use the kitten and other things. I've had success with that, but it's almost a waste because the peak opener is just better, and it procs Bloodbath, which is the crux of all of your which is the crux of your damage, really. The only thing that enables you to get all the bonuses. And just for fun, I'm going to get something other than the unicorn explosion. I'm going to use the interfacer. Not that it matters too much. The interfacer will destroy just as much. No, no, no. I almost made an error. Hello, mouse, respond. Alright, bloodbath is procced. I'm going to slag things. Oh yeah. Ooh, this guy's gonna be a problem. Okay, so what you want to do if you see a big old enemies and you don't have a kill skill, try to kill a small enemy and then go back to him. Oh yeah, like I know that is the drunk effect, but come on, like you can't lie to me and say that wasn't good, or that wasn't strong.
Wind.
Krieg really does suffer from not having the best immediate damage. And I emphasize immediate because how else are you going to get your kill skills? How else are you going to kill bosses? And that's why Salvador and like Zero are better than Krieg at bossing, is because he has that immediate damage. While Krieg kind of has to build up to it. I mean, build up to it, it's just kill one thing. You generally also want to use weapons that could proc your kill skills, like the peak opener. And that's why I also use the plasma caster, because there's a really small chance of the plasma caster proccing it for me. So that's nice, isn't it? Isn't that good charity? So you use it and you get rewarded. Isn't that wonderful? Now, I kept my thing on purpose because Mad Mike could just straight up one-shot you. As you saw right there, he almost did. If I didn't keep my head up and I didn't keep my kill skills up, and I wasn't situationally aware, I would not be able to kill him. But because I was aware, I was able to keep myself on my toes. Holy moly. I killed myself? Did the lunatic kill me, or did I kill myself? Comment down below what you think. Am I just a bad player, or something else happened? Can I like survive? It might have been my fault. It might have been my fault. I'm not the best Krieg player, as you can tell. There was a whole psycho here, and I ignored him. I'm kind of retarded, guys. See, listen to what I say, not what I do. Okay, kind of what I do, because I'm leading you in the right direction if you don't know how to play Krieg. But if you do, you're kind of cringing. If you're like Jolt's dude and have been playing him for like 50 years, then you'd be cringing. But for the rest of you at home who's not a already good player, then you will, then maybe you might be impressed. I think you will be, because Krieg is fun. Let me just kill that marauder.
Burn it dry.
And yes, if you're wondering, I do have a corrosive plasma caster. I really do. Oh, I hate dealing with ironclad lunatics because they go so close up to me, and because they go so close, they either disrupt the flow of my gameplay, like namely getting me off my, being on fire, or I just end up killing myself because I have all these splash weapons that are required for me to proc bloodbath. I need to kill stuff with my peak opener because I don't. Maybe you can comment down below if you've seen it already, but I don't know if my plasma caster procced bloodbath yet. I'm just a professional. Oh, I killed myself. See, this is some little awareness you're gonna have to need when playing Krieg. Something I don't yet possess. However, I am a good Krieg enjoyer, so I will be glad to enjoy Krieg. I'll be glad to play him, even if I'm not the best at him. Holy moly, the Grog nozzle has no ammo? How? I'm literally using it just a slag. Always use these, fellas. Always open, all the best players open chests, like they know where the chests are. There we go, the Plasma Caster actually procced Bloodbath. See, it can do it. See, boy, that nonsense, right? So that's Washburn Refinery. Washburn Refinery. Why did I say that, bro? Do I not know words? Do I not know the meaning of words? And if you want a Hyperion example, I'll just go through opportunity just real quick so I could find like some ultimate badass loaders, because I know some of you guys are into that kind of thing. You want to see it, all the enemy types getting absolutely cooked, and I do too. And I don't have Washburn Refinery, but I do have opportunity. Okay, I do have opportunity. So let's get to it. I'm gonna buy all the ammo I can. That's not ammo. I don't know, it might be cringe for you to see all the undone undone side quests, and also spending 30 million on just ammo when I could just loot them. I'm gonna use the Unicorn Explosion because I do not have a corrosive interface yet. Where can I find a loader? Where can I find a loader to bully? Excuse me. No, I'm not the most interesting person on the planet, but I do have interesting gameplay. I do. I guess I can bully these guys. It wouldn't be as satisfying, but I guess I could bully these guys. Whoa there, buddy. Yeah, sometimes I killed myself, bro. See,